Now, in fact, if you follow the money trail of these giant funds, I believe, I know that Miss Clinton was under interrogation, supposedly alleged interrogation by Congress or what have you, a government body. It was about Benghazi. Now, she just mentioned that, of course, that America gave, what was it? I can't remember the exact amount. It was billions or lots, lots and lots and lots. And I mean, just an outrageous amount of money to man-made climate change organization, right? That ultimately goes to rich people. In the deposition, not deposition, but in her witness, she in fact said that right soon after that she conceded that America gave a giant amount of money to man-made climate change, that in fact America did not have the money to protect the ambassadors of Benghazi. Now, God uses all things for the good for those that love Him and called according to His purpose, or this very purpose. And of course, I go through my social feed, my YouTube feeds, and I see what they give me. And in fact, I see boys swimming in the poorest parts of the world and slums. They're not usually showing me that much of them swimming in absolute trash. They're fairly decent. Some of the videos that I see and I have. But again, the world's poorest of the poor is usually a poor Haitian boy. The girls can be sold into prostitution, this and that, but the boys are the most unloved, the most abused, the most used, the what have you. And through this, I've been in heaven and hell for so long. I've been in hell in the physical realm for so long that in fact going to a Haiti and in fact smelling the trash and the feces or what have you, and they in a lot of poor countries they poop in plastic bags, so that in fact they don't have plumbing, so they can easily move their feces away from their living dwellings. And these bags, these plastic bags, in fact, gather water when it rains, and in fact, mosquitoes grow, and there comes plagues of mosquitoes that, in fact, spread malaria and various other diseases. And as far as giving all this money, well, then, God's working on me, and I think being superhuman with cold and smell, and I asked him about the smell. Am I going to be able to go to Haiti and preach to the most unwanted poor people on the planet, God's love for them, and then the language barrier. I don't know what. But anyway, as far as all this money, this taxpayer money forced by the government to force Americans to have this hard-earned tax money burden to go to climate change that in fact is funneled to organizations that help rich people in doing that which they want done. To, in fact, give them power, to give them money, and what have you. These organizations are not putting money in the important causes. Now, in fact, if you want to lower the CO2 in America or the world, wouldn't you have giant, endless campaigns of planting trees that in fact take the CO2 out of the atmosphere and produce oxygen? Would you not want to heavily research biodegradable plastics for poor people in poor nations that do not have indoor plumbing? All this money is being wasted and put on the back of American taxpayers to only empower those rich people of the world, and not going to actual causes that will help our environment and humanity.